One of the mistakes that first time home buyers make when trying to purchase a home is adding rental history to their credit report. And the reason why I say that this is a mistake is because 9 times out of 10, they have to go through an app or a company that charges them to do this. And therefore, they are technically paying money to have rental history added on their credit report. But let's say hypothetically something bad happens and they get late for that 1 month. Instead of it reporting as a late on your credit report, if you don't have it on your credit report, you can easily go to the property manager and be like, hey, I'm going to be late. This is why. Here's the proof. And this, and that. And if you're a good tenant, they be like, okay, as long as you get it in before XYZ, so that we won't have to file for eviction. And the reason why I am saying all of this is because for years, decades, I mean, years, underwriters have always used what is called a non-traditional credit to help qualify a borrower. And one of the things that has always been used by underwriters is non-traditional rental history. As a mortgage processor, you will already know that the underwriter may condition this for a first-time home buyer. And what happened is your processor, your loan officer, or whomever processing your loan would go and request a rental history directly from the property manager. And we would get back the results. And say, for instance, if you missed a month and you got back on, all you will have to do is simply write a letter of explanation for the underwriter to read, and they could be like, oh, hey, okay. And they get back on track, and they're going to use it to help you to qualify. And I know it's been a lot of misconception about Fannie Mae when Fannie added that rule a couple of years ago. People thought it was a big thing, but it wasn't, because underwriters was like, what? We already do that. But it's a difference between a rule and a guideline. Now, rules are made by the investors. So Fannie and Freddie, they are investors. They are not banks. They are investors. And so when they add certain products or certain things, those become the rules because of the fact that they are the investors who your loan, your title gets sold to. Point blank, period. And when you are the lender who's lending the money, you are using guidelines and rules. Like, the rules are the rules, and the rules usually can't be broken. However, the rules can be manipulated with the guidelines to help people to qualify. And again, rental history, you paying money for subscriptions and stuff like that is unnecessary. It's a waste of time, because the underwriter is gonna request a rental history regardless. If you have a certain credit score, and you want to like build your credit with like installation loans or credit cards that you only use a 30% utilization on, things like that. It doesn't have to be a rental history, because I'm telling you, underwriters request that as a approval anyway. We do that anyway. Absolutely. A 12-month rental history is going to be requested from your property manager. So don't worry about all of these apps and ads. You want to build your credit score. You want to do this. You want to do this. Add your rental history. That's good and all. But again, if something happened where you are unable to pay for that month, you do and will get a negative reporting on your credit report. However, if you don't do that and then something happened and you are able to talk to your property manager and get an understanding, like, and they be like, okay, hey, we get it. Because they have compassion, they have things that they are able to do within their ability. And again, we we request the information anyway. It doesn't matter. Been doing this for decades. I mean, so don't worry about trying to add um, your rental history to your credit report and you paying people these apps and stuff to add your rental history and to monitor your rental history. Don't worry about that. It's not even necessary. It's not even necessary. Trust me, it's not necessary. So I hope this helps somebody. Like, follow, and share for more mortgage tips.